post through LinkedIn.
Wow, really? How did you start? What do I need to do? Like, as a blank person like me, what do I need to do? I do relocate because of money.
True. Back to being a general paramedic, you understand? You can decide to become a critical care. 9,600 pula. That's what I had to pay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking. It's informative today. I'm really excited. By the name, those who don't know me, my name is Khane and I am a staff nurse currently living here in the UK, but I am originally from Botswana. Of late, I've been getting a lot of them from you guys asking me how I came about to come to the UK. And I also get DMs from people who are asking me about how did I come to the UK as a paramedic? How did I come to the UK as a pharmacist or a pharmacy tech or whatever field of job? So I've answered the call of paramedics or emergency workers today because I have a really lovely lady who's going to be telling us more about her journey. Let her introduce herself. Hi!
Hello, Khane. Thank you so much for inviting me to your channel. I'm also excited to be here.
I'm so excited, and I know how UK is. It's not easy, especially on off days we just want to sleep. And you are from night shifts, so I'm very humble that you managed to, reserve some time for me to do this with you.
Oh, you are welcome. Hopefully, I can answer some of the questions that your subscribers have been asking. I guess.
Give a brief introduction about yourself, who Thapelo is, and just about yourself.
Okay. My name is Thapelo Ndingisanyo. I was born in Serowe, but raised in Francistown. So I did most of my school there, primary, secondary, senior, and then I went to tertiary. I went to Thapelo College, where I pursued Bachelor of Science degree in emergency medical care. That was in 2014, and I graduated in 2018. Yeah. Currently living in the UK, working as a paramedic.
Oh, exciting! For those who don't know what Serowe is or Francistown is in Botswana, this is my home girl. This is my home girl. Yeah. Did you work before you came to the UK, and what year did you come to the UK?
Okay, I graduated in 2018, right? And then I joined a local EMS company called MRI Botswana. I worked there for about 5 years. I started as an intern, did volunteering, and did all sorts. And then I recently moved to the UK this year in May. So it's been 6 months over here, but I love it. I can't complain.
How is the process like? What do you need? I'm sure there's somebody who wonders, how did she actually start to go about this thing? How did you start? What do I need to do? Like, as a blank person like me, what do I need to do?
Okay, well, this is how it started. I saw a post on LinkedIn, and then I was like, oh, how about I give this a try? Yeah, I applied through LinkedIn. I saw the post through LinkedIn.
Wow, really?
Yeah, guys, right? And then I applied for the post. Trust me, I think I applied about 10 times.
Is it August 2022?
No, that was in 2022. Sorry, 2022, I guess. And I was unsuccessful. At some point, I was like, oh, I'm gonna give up on this. And I kept trying. Tell you what, I got 3 interviews after trying 10 times. Yeah, 10 times I was rejected. I was like, I'm not gonna give up on this. And then I applied for 3 trusts, that is London Ambulance Service, South East Coast Ambulance Service, and South Central Ambulance Service. And I got interviewed in all the 3 of them. So the requirements, firstly, you need a license from Botswana Health Profession Council, as you need to be registered as an emergency care practitioner. Degree qualification, you need to have a Bachelor of Science degree in emergency medical care and your transcript. And you need your driver's license. Then you apply. After they've accepted you, now you need to start the process of a CPC registration, right? That is to be registered now in the UK as a paramedic. Now, what do they need? Firstly, You need to do your IELTS exam. You need a band score of at least 7.0 with not less than 6.5 in each element, right? That is writing, reading, listening, and speaking. There'll be a course form that you need to fill, right? You get it from the HCPC website, and then you fill it, and then you take it to your institution for them to validate things that Thapelo did. You understand the course outline, the things that you went through, and then all they need is just a stamp and a proof that indeed Thapelo was trained in Bitikanalo College. This is what she did. IELTS, produce your course form, 2 references, your qualifications, and then you submit. It will be after you have been accepted and you have passed your ACPC requirements, then the trust, the ambulance trust, now send you the certificate of sponsorship so that you can start facilitating to apply for your visa. You need your TB certificate, your visa, your biometrics.
Apart from the IELTS exam, did you have to write any exam while you go to the UK or?
Well, there is an exam. Well, I'll say it differs according to each trust. But other trusts, they don't do the exam. Other trusts, they do the exam. Well, with the trust that I'm with, I had to do some examination, written, and also oral and practical. We had to do like the ECG examination, just all the about 24 ECG rhythms that you had to know. We did advanced life support, pediatric life support, and some oral examination. We did patient assessment. So you had to go through that before they can release you to go and start
Ever
working.
since you go to the UK, how would you say it's different from in Botswana?
I did work for an emergency medical service company, so it's not like it was something new to me. But obviously, when you get here, there will be a lot of differences in terms of the equipments they have, the patients they have. You understand? More at home, we have more of like the trauma cases. Here, we have more of medical cases. So these are some of the things that you have to learn when you get here. The type of drug that you use. They go in depth with their assessment, looking at the medical conditions the patients have here. You understand? So those are the difference, but it's all in all, it's the same, really. There isn't much of a difference.
And how much did it cost you to do the whole process?
Oh, God. Oh, my God. You know what?
Every single person I ask this question, they'll be like, "Oh, don't even go there, don't even go there."
Oh, God, don't go there. You know, I almost gave up, to be honest with you. And if there's anyone listening to this feeling like they want to give up, I just want to say keep trying, keep going. You will get through this. The process is exhausting. It is emotionally exhausting, financially exhausting. But I'll tell you what, it is the most rewarding thing that you can ever do for yourself. So going back to your question, how much did it cost me? I'll say roughly around 30,000 Buddha. I'm telling you. Do you want me to break it down?
Please, just break it down. Break it down for us, because 30,000. Someone would imagine 30,000.
It's a lot.
That's literally some money I can get like a second-hand car back home.
Yeah, true. And mind you, this is not the money that I had to give out to anyone. I didn't use any agency. I didn't use anything. It was just me to
So you
pursue
did the
all this.
process.
I didn't pay anyone to facilitate this whole process. So the first step was to write the IELTS, right? That was 3,650. And mind you, as a paramedic, you need to get a band score of 7.0 with not less than 6.5 in each. So you can imagine. So it's the IELTS. And then the second one, I had to pay ACPC registration in UK. It is divided into 2. So what you do as an international paramedic, you pay a sum of 9,600 Buddha. That is for them to assess your qualification if it's indeed authentic.
9,000.
9,600 Buddha. That's what I had to pay. And then After they approve that your qualification is authentic, that is just to assess your qualifications, right? Then, if they approve you, you have to pay another 5,100 Buddha. That is to be registered in the system as a paramedic. And then you had to pay the TB, obviously, which was 1.8, and then your biometric, which was 900. I had to pay for certificate of good standing with BHPC so that they can approve that indeed I'm registered in Botswana as a paramedic. There's no malpractice or anything. That was 300 Buddha. I wish I had written it down, but the total sum was roughly around 30,000 Buddha.
1,000.
Good news is all this money was refunded back as part of my relocation process.
Yes.
If at all you have to borrow money, do whatever you can do, you can do that, and then you can repay back once you get your money back.
But then with the refunding part, is it like that trust specifically, or even other trusts that actually
Other trusts,
in that field, they do refund as well?
they do refund as well. They'll tell you need to keep all the receipt that you have used, all the TB, the ILETs, the ACPC, or everything that you've spent money on. You just need to produce a receipt and then they refund you back.
Must have been exhausting, especially that you had to do the process yourself, because with us it's quite different. We have nursing agencies that help us, some sort of mediator between us and the employer.
Yeah.
So I can imagine what that was like when you had to do everything yourself. It must have been exhausting.
It was, but I would say, there's power in networking, Gaune.
Yeah.
I network with people from South Africa, from New Zealand, Australia, who are doing the same similar program. You understand? So I had to ask them, guys, how do I do this? They were leading me through the whole journey. I didn't know anyone, but I made so many friends back at home through LinkedIn, and they were able to assist me to do this whole process. So yes, it was hard because I'll say like I said, there are not many Botswana who just came here to the UK to start working as a paramedic. So it was really difficult to know what to expect, what to do. Yeah. I believe others are coming.
Yes, I'm
Others
sure
are coming.
they'll come.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's why we just yeah.
nice. So
Yeah.
how's the shift like? How many shifts are you doing here in a week, and how many hours, and how is it different from how you did it back home in terms of
Well,
shifts?
there isn't much of a difference, just slightly. Because back at home, I'll do 4 days in, 4 days off. Here, yeah, I have shifts where I work 3 days and then 4 days off. I have shifts where I work 4 days and 5 days off. So there is a balance, really. I really don't mind doing the shift work. And it's 12 hours. We have three shifts. We have the 9-hour shifts, we have the 10-hour shift, and we have the 12-hour shift. So depending on your needs, really, you will decide which one you want to choose. You can decide to work night shifts only because you have children. You can decide you don't want to work the night shifts and you go on the 9-hour rota. So it's really flexible.
The truth of the matter is, a lot of us, we do relocate because of money.
True.
Money, 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 money. So tell us about money. I love money conversations because I believe that not everyone who can just decide to pack their bags and go leave their home
True.
country, leave their families. So there has to be something. So how is the salary like here? How much do
Okay.
they projects,
They
or how
pay.
they range in terms of bands and everything?
Okay. Well, it depends on your experience, right? But as a paramedic, you start with from band 5, right?
Oh, okay.
If you have no experience at all, you start at band 5, right? That is around 28,000 pounds, the first batch. And then after 2 years, you will progress to band 5, which is the middle one, which is around 30,000. And then band 5, after you have completed your 2 years of a newly qualified paramedic, then you'll be promoted to a band 6 paramedic. That is around, I think, 34,000, if I'm not mistaken. And then the last band will be 48,000.
Is it automatic that you go to band 6? Because with us, it's like work for a certain period and then you'll be stuck at a higher band 5.
No. Automatically, when you finish your NQP, that is your newly qualified paramedic program, you'll go to band 6.
Oh,
It's
nice.
automatic. Yeah.
I should switch professions.
No, you're in the right profession.
And also
also it depends, because we have after 2 years of your NQP, you can decide whether you want to specialize. Well, that is one of the reasons why I decided to relocate. That is because there is a lot you can do. You're not stuck to being a general paramedic. You understand? You can decide to become a critical care paramedic, a clinical educator, a flight paramedic practitioner. So there's so many things that you can do. And if you decide to specialize, then you also move to higher bands, So that is the whole reason why I moved here. I don't want to be just a general paramedic. So I'm hopefully in the future I'll become a clinical care educator, a critical care paramedic. That's what I'm hoping for.
Actually, to be fair, there has to be a difference. You can't be the same after 5 years of staying in the UK. You can't be in one position, or you can't be in one level. So there has to be that kind of progression. How is it different from back home, the salary here and the salary back home?
I'll say there is a very huge difference, Han. There is a very huge difference. Also, looking at the fact that paramedic back at home is a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
So people are still, trying to get in the market. And again, one other disadvantage is that we are a small country. You understand? So if we have so many advanced life support paramedic, it's not easy for the companies to afford them. Others, they find themselves being underpaid because there's many of us, and the job market is really scarce. I would encourage paramedics back home, come to the UK, come and see, come and experience, come and learn, go back home, go and teach other people how it's done.
Some people tend to think that it's not worth coming to the UK. From your point of view, looking at your professional life or your professional life back home and here in the UK, would you say it was worth it for you? And why are you saying that?
Was it worth for me to come here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was really worth it. In the space of 6 months, I have learned so much, and I'm so enthusiastic to try new other things. At first I thought, just being a paramedic, you'll become a paramedic and that's it. But here there's so much career progression here. You can decide to become a cruise paramedic, which are some of the things that I never thought of. You understand? So it is worth it to come here. Come and get the international experience. Decide where you want to go. You are not stuck in the UK. You can go to Australia, Canada, wherever you want to go.
That's the nice thing about being abroad. You get exposed to go to other countries and experience other countries, how things are in terms of profession and all that. It's actually very... In the process, in total, how long did it take to complete everything? Because you just mentioned you had to try 10 times out to make get a job. So for someone who's to start in January 2024, what's the estimate?
Like I said, I started in August. I only got accepted in November, 3rd November, I remember. So we say August, September, October, November, December, January, February. March, everything was complete. And March.
That's 8 months.
That's 8 months. And then I flew on May, but everything was complete by March.
Honestly, it's very inspiring because some people just do it and then when they fail out like 2 times, they give up.
I did. If I can tell you how many times I failed the IELTS exam, and mind you, failing means you need to pop out money.
I know, yeah.
Right? See, I almost gave up on this one, but then I was like, no, man, And one thing that was motivating me was the job offer. You know, when you see that I got this job, so I need to get this IELTS. I remember I did everything you can think for. Imagine reading for English for 4 hours. Who does that?
Wow.
Yeah, so whoever is listening to this, don't give up.
Yeah.
Give up. You'll get through it.
Literally answered my next question. Like, what would you say to somebody who's trying to embark on this journey?
I would advise them. The process is so slow. I think they do thorough check, health, police, everything. So they'll send you back. They'll even ask you for the same thing that they asked you for last week. You know, just be patient. Send it again. You know, it is really exhausting. It is tiring, but just don't give up.
I have subscribers from South Africa, Nigeria, I think Lesotho. Do you think the process is the same as other countries as well?
Yeah, I would say it's the same. Well, recently I've also, gained a lot of followers from South Africa asking me, how did you get the job? It is the same. We follow the same process, especially if you're coming from Southern Africa. Other countries like Nigeria, for their ACPC requirements, they don't need IELTS because they speak English in their first language. Whereas for our South Africans and other countries, I believe Namibia, we have to produce some IELTS certificate to say that we can speak English. Yeah. So the process is all the same.
It's all the same. Maybe take us through challenges that you met along the way and the whole process. What were like your main challenges?
I wouldn't say it was a challenge as such, but just the fear, of relocating to a different country, not knowing anyone. And sometimes you find that you are the only Black person in the whole group. Obviously you feel that. They don't have to say anything, but obviously you'll feel it. But with time, that goes away. And one thing I believe that really helped me to carry through this is my attitude, I guess. Your attitude, how it can either build relationships for you or destroy it. When you are in a group of people, try and communicate as much as you can, ask for help, try to be positive. Obviously, there are some of the things that you don't know because you are not exposed to them. But if you come with the right attitude, they would obviously teach you. I would say the British people are very patient people, very patient, very loving. That's my perspective, really. So they were able to carry me through the whole process, teach me, if you need further training, just let us know. So,
any racial issues you faced yet? Nothing.
I'll be lying to you if I said I've ever come across any form of racism. I came here because I was coming from a different country. Obviously, I had to be working with a mentor, someone to take me through. So I've met very lovely people who were able to take me through the job for some months, and now I'm working on my own.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. So where do you stay now in the UK? Which side of the UK?
Okay, at the moment I'm on the southeast coast of England. I stay in Hastings.
I'm a north girl. It's quite cold here.
Oh God, yeah, I heard that the north is very cold. Yeah, it's okay. I think today temperatures are around 8, if I'm not mistaken, but it is really cold.
And thank you very much, Thapelo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's such a sacrifice you made to join me today. Thank you so much.
Oh, you are welcome.
So thank you so much, guys, for clicking in this video.
If they have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. You can check my LinkedIn account. Just pop a hi. My name is Thapelo Ndingisanyo on LinkedIn. So just check me out and we can have a chat.
Thank you for joining, guys. Bye.
Bye.